Hello everyone, this is Day Trader Matt with businesswithtrading.com, and I wanted to share a video with you real quick to talk about one of my strategies. Today is Thursday the 26th of April, and today was an interesting day. We had unemployment claims come out worse than expected, and then during the day we had pending home sales come out much better than expected. We were looking for 2 something, it came out at 4.1. much better than expected. You know, the market was rising higher and higher. The low of today was 81, and this was basically the high until now. This was at 1137, and I was watching this green line here as a resistance area, and this green line as a resistance area as well, and then this red line I was looking at as a very big resistance area. You know, price could come a little higher than it, maybe to 1400 or something, but I was watching this as a big area today. So we watched as prices actually made a new high, and this is my indicator I use down here. I call it Thunder. I use it as kind of like a momentum type indicator. And you know, it's showing new highs as we're making new highs. So what I want to do is, if it does come back down here below here, I want to get long, but if it continues, I want to get long as well. So I have an entry right here at 92. If it breaks above, you know, I'm going to keep a tight stop on it just in case it does want to come back down, but it has a lot of momentum with it already. And I'm looking up here at 98 as resistance. It was an area. So we get in here at 92 at 137, and the market continues heading higher, and then you see it start kind of losing steam about this area here, and then it finally hits it at 322. You know, so you're in for almost 2 hours, and you make 6 points per contract. You know, so it's definitely not too bad. This is not a strategy I use a ton of times, you know, because most of the time the markets are ranging, but when it does work out, it usually does work out fairly well. And today was one of those days, and I just, you know, wanted to talk about it a little bit. I don't do a ton of videos on my strategies and what I do, so that's kind of what I was looking at. You know, we had a lot of momentum carrying us over here into new highs. You know, we go along here and we just ride this thing up. And another thing, you know, we saw that the volatility had dropped off, and then when it did take place, you know, we saw it pop above real quick and then just roll back over. You know, that's not really a good sign for a continuation. And then it, you know, just sold off and ended up closing the day. You know, it sold off a little bit, and then it basically closed flat. And then after hours, it did jump up to $13.99, and then, you know, it's sold off pretty good since then. Right now it is 9:06 p.m. and these are New York times. You know, and it did sell down, and it's bought back up a little bit more. So, you know, that's where it's at right now, but I just wanted to highlight that a little bit. It's not a strategy I use a lot, again, but you know, when the momentum is your way, it's a good way to jump on and ride. So hope you enjoyed that video. If you enjoyed it, you can leave a comment below. You can email me at support@businesswithtrading.com, you know, or like the video if you would. I definitely would appreciate that. Have an awesome night, and I'll see you in the markets. Thanks.